Wormwood, semen retention, and body gains. Coming back at you with another video. And in this video, I wanted to tell you, while working out, getting his body gains, you can't compare yourself to nobody. See, this is one of the biggest mistakes. We compare ourselves to people. Man, for years, I was comparing myself to this one guy in the gym, and he had big traps. My whole life, I always wanted big traps. Out of all the muscles, the traps, I remember Goldberg, the wrestler who used to stick his tongue out, he had real big traps. I wanted traps like that, man. But still to this day, I don't got traps. My traps are like my most lacking body part. No matter what I do for years, for over 10 years, I've did all of the trapeze workouts. You can't tell me a workout and I didn't do it for my traps. And they grow very slow. And that depressed me for a long time because I'm trying to keep up with this guy. Then I look at Kai Green and realize that Kai Green didn't have them big traps, but he still was always like second in the Mr. Olympia and stuff. And he won a couple of Arnold Classics, but Kai Green never had those big traps. And I realized like, hey, it doesn't have all dominant body parts. This is why Phil Heath, let's take Phil Heath, for example. This is why he's the champ. To me, Phil Heath is the champ. People say that Ronnie Coleman is the king, but to me, Phil Heath, because Ronnie Coleman didn't have no triceps. You see, no matter what Ronnie Coleman did, no matter how high he went, he still didn't have them big triceps. But Phil Heath, every body part of his was all equal. See, that's what makes a champ. I used to think that bodybuilding was just about getting real big and ripped. But then I realized that it's the symmetry, which is the most important thing. Another thing I found out was everybody have at least 2 dominant parts and 2 weak parts of their body. You might have a person with nice chest, a nice back, but some weak arms. Or they might have some nice biceps and some weak triceps. You know what I'm saying? Some nice quads and hamstrings, but weak calves. They might even be a big guy that can get all proportioned everywhere, but he can't lose a certain amount of weight. Or a person that can get proportioned everywhere and be real ripped, but can't gain an amount of weight. So I never look at another person and compare myself to that person, because everybody have dominant body parts and everybody have lacking body parts. This is just nature. You hear what I'm saying? But we all can build up to our best. That's why when I go to the gym, I focus on my lagging body parts first. Like my traps. They lag. I don't have that teardrop on my quads, so I work that out. I work that out like 3 times a week. And it's getting a little bigger, but the muscles around it gets bigger faster. It's nothing I can do about that. So when I see a guy that come to the gym with big traps and teardrops on his quads and stuff, then I don't even trip anymore. You hear what I'm saying? I have body parts that's dominant, like my abs. You hear what I'm saying? My triceps, my back, my calves. You hear what I'm saying? Wormwood, semen retention, and body gains. We just got to do our best at what we got. In those lacking body parts, man, dig in it. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, he had a real big chest, but his calves was small. So what he did was just focused on the calves for a couple of years, and they became one of his dominant body parts. And everybody is the same, because even though Arnold Schwarzenegger was that big, you hear what I'm saying? With all those dominant body parts, here come Frank Zane. which was way smaller and still didn't have no traps like that. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll be back at you with another video. Peace.